You've probably walked through garden centers every spring, picking plants that look stunning in their nursery pots, only to bring them home, place them in your containers, and watch them gradually decline by midsummer. You might blame yourself, thinking you under- or overwatered, used the wrong fertilizer, or just don't have a green thumb. Here's the truth. It's not your fault. The problem lies in the plants you've been selecting. Not because you made a poor choice, but because most people never explain the difference between plants bred for display in nurseries and plants naturally engineered to thrive in pots with minimal care. These are two completely different categories, yet garden centers have little incentive to teach this, because the moment you stop replacing dead annuals every year, you stop spending money. This video is going to introduce 9 perennials, perfectly suited for container life. Plants that not only survive with little attention, but actually flourish in pots more than they would in the ground. They reward neglect, come back year after year, and one of them can transform even a shaded corner of your patio into a show-stopping focal point. Echinacea, also known as the purple cone flower, behaves entirely differently in a pot than it does in the garden. In garden beds, it competes with tree roots, clay, compaction, fluctuating moisture, and weeds. In a container, you control all of these factors, giving it the ideal environment to thrive. Originating on the American prairie, Echinacea evolved to withstand drought, poor soil, and intense summer heat, conditions that would challenge most other plants. This is exactly why it excels in containers that mimic its natural habitat. The variety I recommend most for pots is Echinacea Magnus, named Perennial of the Year in 1998. It grows 2 to 3 feet tall, with wide horizontal petals that make blooms appear full and vibrant. Its stiff stems resist wind, and it blooms from midsummer well into September. A tip most gardeners don't realize: don't deadhead it. Leave the spiky brown seed heads. They're not just decorative in winter. They provide food for birds like goldfinches throughout the season. Suitable for USDA zones 3 to 9, this plant adapts to a wide range of climates. Water it well when first planted, then allow the soil to dry thoroughly between waterings. In this case, neglect is not a mistake. It's the secret to success. With minimal effort, Echinacea will reward you with stunning blooms year after year. Agastache, commonly called hummingbird mint, is a favorite among serious container gardeners, yet most people at big box stores haven't even heard of it. This plant is a magnet for hummingbirds and bumblebees, drawing them to your patio like moths to a porch light. Its flowers form long, slender spikes in vibrant colors ranging from deep cobalt blue to warm sunset orange and coral, blooming from early summer until the first hard frost. One of Agastache's greatest advantages is how well it performs in containers. Unlike many plants that merely tolerate pot life, Agastache thrives in a well-drained container more than in the ground, especially in most American climates. Originating from the dry, rocky soils of the American Southwest and Mexico, it naturally dislikes wet winter roots. A pot with proper drainage eliminates this problem, allowing the plant to return reliably year after year. Recommended varieties include Blue Fortune, hardy to zone 4 and growing about 3 feet tall, perfect alongside Echinacea, and Kudos coral, a shorter variety around 18 inches, ideal for smaller containers. Plant in full sun, water sparingly once established, and avoid high nitrogen fertilizers. Too much nitrogen promotes leafy growth at the expense of the flowers, which are the main attraction. Agastache combines beauty, fragrance, and wildlife appeal with minimal care, making it a true container superstar for gardeners seeking low-maintenance, high-impact plants. Lavender is notorious for disappointing gardeners. Plants often become leggy, with dead centers and ragged growth by the second year. But the problem usually lies in where it's planted. In heavy garden soil, especially in humid climates, lavender struggles. Restricted airflow and moisture around the crown cause decline. In a pot, lavender mustard behaves entirely differently. A terracotta or glazed ceramic container with sharp drainage keeps the plant compact and healthy, preventing the bare, woody centers typical of in-ground plantings. The container warms faster in spring, encouraging longer blooms, and being elevated, the fragrant flowers reach you more directly, filling patios or porches with that clean, therapeutic lavender scent. Munstead is perfect for containers because it stays small, 12 to 18 inches, is hardy in zones 5 to 6, and can even thrive in zones 7 to 10. Key care tip: don't water on a schedule. Let the soil dry completely, then water deeply, and repeat the dry-soak-dry cycle. This mimics the plant's Mediterranean origin. As a bonus, lavender acts as a natural pest deterrent. Its oils repel mosquitoes, aphids, and whiteflies, requiring zero chemical inputs once established. If you have a dark corner on your patio or porch, Hosta Patriot is a game-changer. While hostas in the ground are tough, slugs can easily reach them, leaving leaves riddled with holes by midsummer. In a container elevated slightly off the ground, slugs struggle to reach the plant, removing the primary pest problem without any chemicals. Patriot is a medium-sized hosta, growing 18 to 22 inches wide, filling a 12 to 14-inch container beautifully without outgrowing it quickly. Its deep green leaves with crisp white margins brighten shaded areas naturally, reflecting light and creating visual impact where sunlight doesn't reach. The thick, overlapping leaves act like a mulch layer, holding moisture in the soil and reducing how often you need to water. It is hardy in USDA zones 3 to 8 and extremely adaptable. With minimal care, one container of Patriot can thrive for 20 to 30 years, only requiring division every 3 to 4 years to propagate new plants for yourself or neighbors. Hosta Patriot proves that shaded areas don't have to be dull. A well-chosen perennial in a container can transform them into a stunning focal point year after year. Sedum Autumn Joy is one of America's most popular perennials, yet it remains underutilized in containers, a true mistake for gardeners seeking low-maintenance beauty. As a succulent, sedum stores water in its thick, fleshy leaves and stems, making it naturally drought-tolerant and ideal for pot life. It thrives with minimal soil fertility, little water, and almost no intervention, embodying the kind of plant that fertilizer companies would rather you didn't grow. What makes Autumn Joy remarkable is its 4-season performance in a single container. In spring, tight, broccoli-like buds emerge in bright blue-green. Summer brings upright, clean foliage that doesn't flop under its own weight, perfect for windy decks. By late summer, flat flower heads open in a warm, dusty pink, deepening to brick red by mid-autumn. Even in winter, the dried flower heads maintain a coppery structure through ice and snow, providing year-round visual interest. Hardy in USDA zones 3 to 9, sedum prefers full sun to light shade. Once established, it requires very little care, just water during the first season. After that, it rewards gardeners who leave it alone, creating a container display that evolves beautifully through every season without constant attention. Heuchera, commonly called coral bells, is grown primarily for its foliage, rather than flowers. While it does produce delicate flower spikes in early summer, the real beauty lies in the vibrant leaves, which provide continuous color from spring through late autumn. Varieties like Palace Purple show deep burgundy tones, almost black in certain lights. Caramel displays warm amber and peach. Lime Ricky glows chartreuse, and Obsidian is nearly black with a subtle metallic sheen. In containers, Heuchera serves as an anchor color, around which you can design complementary plants. Pairing Palace Purple with a bright yellow-gold grass like Carex Evergold creates a sophisticated, high-end look effortlessly. Lime Ricky combined with white-edged Patriot hosta in a shaded container makes a visually striking combination that stops people in their tracks. Beyond aesthetics, Heuchera has practical benefits. Its dense, low-growing foliage completely covers the soil, suppressing weed growth naturally. Hardy in USDA zones 4 to 9, it tolerates full shade to partial sun and performs consistently year after year. With minimal maintenance, heuchera continues to provide beautiful foliage and natural weed suppression, making it a must-have for any container garden. Salvia caradonna is a perennial salvia that brings vertical height to container plantings without any staking or support. Unlike the annual bedding salvias commonly seen in six-packs, caradonna is a true perennial, returning year after year with a striking, upright presence. Its dark, nearly black-purple stems provide a dramatic contrast to the vivid violet-blue flower spikes that emerge in late spring or early June. This plant thrives in full sun, tolerates heat, dry spells, and poor soil, making it ideal for low-maintenance containers. In windy locations, its stiff stems keep flowers standing tall, ensuring your display looks strong throughout the season. A simple mid-season trim, cutting spent flower spikes back to reveal new basal growth, encourages a second full bloom in late summer, extending its show into September. Salvia caradonna shares qualities with lavender mustard and agastache, drought tolerance, lean soil preferences, and minimal care requirements. Hardy in USDA zones 5 to 8, it adds structure, color, and height to container gardens while demanding very little from the gardener. Just one quick haircut per season to maximize its blooming potential. The most common reason hardy perennials fail in containers isn't the plant, it's the soil. Most commercial potting mixes, designed for annuals and vegetables, are heavy in peat moss, retain water excessively, and break down over 1 or 2 seasons. This leads to poor drainage, waterlogged roots, and eventual plant decline, forcing gardeners to replace both soil and plants frequently. A better approach is to make your own container mix. A simple formula: 1 part peat moss or coconut coir, 1 part perlite, 2 parts finished compost. Perlita is crucial, creating permanent air pockets so water drains quickly. For drought-tolerant perennials like lavender, agastache, sedum, and salvia, you can increase perlite to almost half the mix to ensure fast drainage. Alternatively, a mix of 1/3 compost, 1/3 sterilized topsoil, and 1/3 coarse sand or perlite works well for larger plants, balancing drainage and structure. Reusing old soil saves money. Remove 10 to 30% of compacted soil, replace with fresh compost, 1:5 ratio to existing soil, and add a small amount of slow-release fertilizer to revive nutrients and microbial life. For overwintering perennials, use top dressing. Scrape 2 to 4 inches of surface soil, replace with finished compost, worm castings, and a sprinkle of slow-release fertilizer. This rebuilds the soil's biological engine without disturbing roots, extending the life and health of container plants for years. Daylily Stella d'Oro is a compact, reblooming perennial perfectly suited for containers. Unlike standard daylilies, its manageable root system and foliage that stays around 12 inches ensure it doesn't overwhelm a small pot. The golden yellow blooms appear in waves throughout the growing season rather than a single flush, providing continuous color with minimal effort. Hardy in USDA zones 3 to 9, Stella d'Oro tolerates poor soil, drought, and neglect. Water consistently during the first season, then follow a dry then deep soak cycle, with only a light compost top dressing and a single slow-release fertilizer application in spring. Its charm lies in reliability and consistency, offering endless blooms season after season. Geranium roseanne provides the cascading, edge-softening effect often missing in perennial container gardens. Unlike annual trailing plants, roseanne is a perennial that comes back year after year, producing violet-blue flowers with white centers from late spring through the first frost of autumn. It is a sterile hybrid, meaning all its energy goes into continuous blooms instead of seed production. The trailing stems reach 18 to 24 inches, creating a lush, overflowing look along container rims without deadheading or pruning. Hardy in zones 5 to 8, roseanne pairs beautifully with upright plants like sedum autumn joy and mid-level foliage like heuchera caramel, forming a 3-layer container display that offers color and texture from spring to frost with almost no maintenance. The 9 perennials covered in this video, Echinacea, Agastache, Lavender Munstead, Hosta Patriot, Sedum Autumn Joy, Heuchera, Salvia caradonna, Stella de Oro, and Geranium roseate are chosen for one simple reason. They thrive with minimal care, provide year-round interest, and return year after year. These plants break the cycle of wasting money on replacements, giving gardeners beautiful results without constant labor. The philosophy is straightforward. Choose plants designed by nature to succeed, place them in environments that match their needs, and trust them to do what they evolved to do. This is not laziness, it's smart gardening. With these perennials, your patio or porch can flourish with color, texture, and fragrance, even if you only plant once a year. For gardeners in their 50s, 60s, or beyond, who have spent countless springs on plants that never lasted, this approach allows you to enjoy thriving containers without the physical strain. Subscribe to the channel and share your state or USDA zone in the comments so future content can be tailored to your conditions. Then go ahead, fill some pots. You've earned it, and your garden will reward you for years to come.